Hello world, this is Ina, and I'm here to show you how to live your best life through entrepreneurship. Are you ready for this? Today we're going to talk about a myth that I have heard way too many times, And that is that when you have a business, you want to make sure to attract as many people as possible. I want everybody to see what I'm doing and I want everybody to love it. So that means that you have to stay on the conservative side of your message. You want to make sure everything is perfectly PC, right? Wrong. I can see why people think that. We have all experienced what it's like when a brand in particular doesn't sit well with us, right? But guess what? There is something those people are doing right. And that's what we're gonna cover today. But first I wanted to tell you that I have a super beefy freebie for you at the end of this episode. So stick around so you don't miss it. Let's get to the truth. The truth of the matter is that those people who managed to offend you so much, that brand was not talking to you. They weren't? No, they weren't. They were trying to talk over you and onto those people who say, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Because the goal of a brand is to try to get the audience to think, wow, they read my mind. The more people listen to your message, the more there will be people that message was not meant for. So you will inevitably have people who do not like your message, who do not think that you should have gone about it that way. That is inevitable in business. There is nothing you can do about detractors. So what are you supposed to do? Not start the business at all? That's not how it goes. You have to put your message out there so that as many people as possible can see it, so that your percentage of attraction is higher. But that doesn't mean everybody's going to like it. So in your brand, you want to make sure to stay very specific. And just remember, you will catch a lot of people who you were not meant to be talking to at all. And I want to tell you about someone who's doing this very right. But before I introduce you to this amazing individual, I want you to know that I actually had an episode where I talked about how to use your Instagram account to maximize your brand and maximize attraction for people who love your brand. So go check it out. You can click on the card that is appearing on your screen right now, and that will take you straight to the video on YouTube. Are you ready? Let's do this. I want to introduce you to Amanda Goldman-Petri. Amanda is the founder of Market Like a Nerd. Take a look at her website. Isn't this amazing? She's targeting people who would resonate with someone who has a super bubbly personality, somebody that you can look at and laugh with. You know she doesn't take herself too seriously, but she has so much great content. And if you want information, you gotta go to the nerds. Now, a lot of people would look at this and say, oh, I'm not into it. But guess what? She has amassed a following of over 10,000 loyal followers on Facebook. And it is much better to have 10,000 loyal fans than 500,000 lukewarm, never really look at your stuff followers. So next time somebody criticizes your page or criticizes your message or the words you're using or the colors you're using or the photos you're using, consider the source of the criticism. Do you think your audience would love what you're putting out there? Then you keep going. People who are giving you criticism are probably not your target audience. Now, if your target audience starts telling you consistently, and I mean a lot of people telling you that's not what they want to hear, sounds like you should listen. But as long as it's not your target audience talking, I would say forget about the detractors. You can do this. Put yourself out there, put your personality out there, put the language out there that you feel is going to attract your most loyal audience, and go for it. That's exactly what Amanda did, and I am very glad that I got to find her page because I love her style. What I want you to do right now is to really think about your brand. Think about what you want people to feel like when they encounter your brand, what message you're putting out, and always stay consistent. Something that is huge for your brand is to have proper professional photos taken of yourself in the right setting, something that sends the right message to your audience. So just remember that professionalism is something people can see and sense and feel. So a very easy way to make people know that you are serious about your business and that you're serious about your message is to have proper photos on your website and in social media that say, I am an authority. And the way you do that is by hiring a photographer. It doesn't have to be terribly expensive. I know mine weren't. And set it up so that your photos can speak for you. So to help you with that, I created a freebie. It's a gift for you. In this freebie, I give you the guidelines that you need to know and to keep in mind when you have your photo shoot. Since you're paying money for it, I want to make sure that you go in knowing exactly what you're coming out with. I would hate for you to go through that and then walk out and say, oh, I wish I had taken a picture like this. I wish I had taken a picture like this. These are just guidelines. You can pretty much have free reign. This is your creative time, but these guidelines are going to be super helpful to you, and it's totally free. Go get them at inacoveney.com/7. That's it. That's all I have for you. Goodbye, world. I will see you next time. We have episodes every day. Don't forget to subscribe.